All right. What is going on, everyone? My trading view work? Hello? Hello? There it is. Nice. Nice. Happy late birthday. Thanks, bro. You lied, you said Asia stream. Bro, I did Asia um with my Discord, bro. Just because I wanted this weekly Wix CE and we were so far from it. And there was like literally no other trade that I was interested in. So it would have just been me sitting there, and we didn't even end up fucking getting there, bro. We ended up putting in a high here, um, which I'm thinking that this goes higher right now, just based off of midnight. Yeah, this looks a little crazy, but um, yeah, I am very intrigued by this midnight level, bro. Very intrigued by this midnight level. So we'll see. We'll see what this does. Uh, okay. Mm. Morning, morning, morning. Yeah, range is huge, bro. Yo, from the high to the low, we have. Holy shit. This is just Asia and London. 541 fucking points, bro. 2%. We had a 2% drop overnight in Asia and London. Bro, like, this shit is crazy. Insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm here and we'll see how it goes, but I don't have the highest of hopes. You know what I mean? Thing is like, bro, fucking retardedly insane move overnight. So, um, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what this has in store here for us. um, no, I didn't fix it, bro. I don't know how to fix it. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I'm pretty sure, yo, Sponge, I'm pretty sure it's a bug with the game, not my PC. I'm like 99% sure, bro. Because I already ran Battlefield on this before. The old Battlefield. I already ran it. So why is it not working? Why is this one not working, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna be eyeing up a long here coming up into midnight just because we didn't manipulate midnight at all. I've shown you guys this time and time again, the midnight level not getting manipulated and then using it for a draw on liquidity. Same thing here. You know, we opened up midnight, no manipulation leg above midnight. So I am expecting a push up here into midnight. Now, only thing is, this is the same thing that I explained in my weekly outlook. Any kind of long that you take here, bro, is so against this weekly PO3 here. Because the weekly is very, very bearish. However, I did expect maybe like a little bit of a move higher so that I could get a weekly wick CE. But we ended up rejecting this daily fair value gap. This is also something that I mentioned in my weekly outlook, which also was completely for free in my free Discord. So we ended up rejecting that. And then now, ideally, like best case scenario, what I would like to see is us hang around this area. I mean, we've already made this 500 point range. So now what I would like to see is if we hang around this area, this wick CE, this daily wick CE, right? And a level that I have lined up in here in this area would be a very, very nice look for a for another short. Okay. But I do expect this weekly to go green to red, like fully green to red, and then come down into this area, basically. You don't come live every day. Why do you lie to your subscribers that you come live every day? Bro, the market is shit. What do you want me to you want me to come live and just sit here? The issue is I'm now going live based off of essentially like what the market's doing, okay? You guys got to understand, bro. I had a banger last week, okay? Understand this. On just Friday last week, collectively, I made about $200,000. Do you think that I have any desire to trade price action that's not completely up to my standards? No. So, um, that's why I didn't go live yesterday. I'm live here today. Yesterday was pretty shit. Okay, it simply was ass. Today is probably going to be ass too, but I'm here. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I trade on days that I believe are going to present a good opportunity. Um, I'm coming into this overnight 500 point range, right? I'm coming into this thinking that this is not going to be the greatest session here. This New York AM session, it might not be the greatest, but I hopped on anyway because this midnight looks good. So I think that I can get a nice long coming up into midnight. Literally the entire reason I hopped on. If this midnight had manipulated and we had this 500 point range, I wouldn't have hopped on today either. Simple. Okay. Um, so if it's a day where we have like some bullshit and I don't think that, you know, much is going to take place, I'll either not hop on at all or I'll hop on in my voice chat with premium, or it'll be like a case like today where I think maybe a trade can still pop up and I'll be here. You know? Simple. 200K, that's it. 200K peanuts. Yeah, 200K was a very nice early birthday gift. This is true. This is true. How'd you spend your birthday? I didn't do shit, bro. I literally did nothing. Um, we were supposed to have the stream here, um, the overnight stream, but I didn't run it because of because of the fact that we had a 500 point NWOG, bro. It was insane. We had a 500 point NWOG, and Trump, or sorry, not Trump. What's his name? Powell was supposed to be talking on Tuesday, so which is today, by the way. Powell's supposed to be talking later today, so that's why I was like, not really worth staying up for something like that. 30-minute RBCE, bro. I don't trade the 30-minute, to be honest with you. Not something that I do. But the 1 hour, 1 hour for sure. 1 hour for sure. On 530.5. can watch that. I'll watch this 530.5. I'm a fan of that. Generational edge at 24,815. Happens, bro. Happens to the best of us. Okay. We are pushing pretty close to the market open. See what takes place here. Nothing much here so far. What's your indicator called? Which one? I seen the 4-hour FVG get closed last night. I knew we were heading to yesterday's opening gap. Yeah. Yep. This 4-hour FVG, we did in fact close. Inverse. Same thing that I mentioned in my weekly outlook, bro. Same exact thing. Candles on the right hand side, right here, bro. ICT ACF candles by body. That's the name of the indicator. Yes. Now, hopefully, this thing has some juice left to actually like get a move here in New York, and we can work with something. Otherwise, that fucking overnight move might have just been it, and then it does absolutely nothing, consolidates, which hopefully is not the case. $540 overnight range, yeah. 540 overnight range on like basically no news at all whatsoever, and then Powell speaking the next day. So pretty fucking wild, bro. I don't even know how that happens, but it happened. What do I have to know to start trading gold if I already trade NQ? All you have to know is gold literally makes a new all-time high every other week. That's all you really got to know. Like straight up every other week, it goes and makes a new all-time high. So just don't short gold, basically. Only long gold. I don't think, bro, the monthly FVG, I mean, we're 2,000 points away from monthly FVG. And the issue is we have a government shutdown. Okay, that's the real problem, is that we have a government shutdown. So which means no red folder besides just Trump randomly talking and Powell randomly talking. There's no other real red folder that's going to come out besides those two things. So do I think that it's do I think that we can get a 2,000 point move with a government shutdown? I don't think so. I think government would need to not have the shutdown, and red folder needs to happen. But if that happens, cool, we're good. I don't see a thing on the charts yet. There's like pretty much nothing, except I'm maybe anticipating a move up to midnight here at this 9:30. So I'm expecting 9:30 go lower, long, up into midnight. That if we could get that, I'm calling it a day. That would be my trade. I would love that, and we could call it a day. But again, nothing's guaranteed here in this AM session just because of this fucking big ass overnight range, 500 points, almost 600 points. So we will see. We will see. I found a new strategy on GC. Each Monday, just buy when market opens. Probably not a bad idea, to be honest, with gold. When will we look to enter? Probably around 9:30-ish is going to be the ideal entry. I was speaking today, could we drop lower and use shorts as EL to push up when he starts speaking? I would prefer the move to take place here at 9:30. I'm not gonna lie. I would not want to wait for 12. Powell's speaking closer to 1 p.m. actually. He's speaking around 12. So we'll see. I mean, either they're gonna fill this entire thing and go all the way to previous week low at this new weekly opening gap. Either we fill that or it's gonna actually get this move up into midnight. One of those two things is happening here. I'm in premium, by the way, make me rich, bro. I'm trying to retire by 30. Bro, if you caught that trade on Friday, that was like the perfect opportunity to get rich quick, bro. That was the perfect opportunity. I don't know if you joined before Friday or not, but Friday was the last like beautiful looking trade that popped up. Daily bias. For now, as long as these lows hold, I'm looking for a move to midnight. If we don't get the move to midnight, then oh no, I don't know. Go lower to fill the NWOG most likely. We think about 833. 833. I wouldn't want to short there. I would need to see midnight. I would for sure need to see midnight to short. I joined Saturday. Damn, bro. You were 1 day late to generational wealth, but it's okay. We'll have more trades like that, bro. That's really just a average Tuesday kind of trade, bro. Catching the absolute top. Do you have recap of the Friday short? I have recapped it a few times. Yeah. So Friday short was daily and 4-hour wick CE, and we had a level that lined up inside that area, inside of a 15-minute BPR, and that's why I ended up taking that short. I joined on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, this week has just started. You guys got to keep in mind, this week literally just started, bro, and it's been pretty mid so far this entire week. So you can't rush or force things this week, okay? Especially coming into a morning session like this. You always got to look at the overnight session. When we have a fucking 500-point Asia session and a London or overnight session in general, when we have a 500-point overnight session, you can't expect too much out of the morning session, okay? You just can't. So, just something to keep in mind. Who should I watch if I want to learn how to trade? It's up to you, bro. It's like that's personal preference. What the fuck's up with NQ here? Why is it being a little weird? Charts are completely different. We have 5 minutes left until 9:30. We got to pick 2 winners for Alpha Futures account today. I still have 2 accounts to give away. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that before we end the stream. Okay, we'll end that. We'll do that before we end the stream. No worries. No worries. You think we'll fill the opening gap? Either that's gonna happen here at open, or it's gonna go and take out midnight. I prefer the midnight move. I would like to see midnight get taken. So if we could do that, that's the best case scenario. But we will see here. We only have 2 minutes. 2 minutes and some change. Thoughts on gold? Pretty bearish looking. Looking at gold here too. Pretty bearish looking. We have a lot of fucking low resistance liquidity on gold. It's just like all the higher lows. You can draw like one straight trend line, bro. Should all get taken, ideally. NQ got to the gap and M and Q didn't. Is that normal? Yeah, that's called like, that's like bullshit ass divergence, bro. When both M and Q and NQ have some sort of divergence. So stupid. How to join the Discord? It's the first link in the description, bro. First link in the description. If you're trying to join the Discord, by the way, just so you guys know, don't try to fucking Apple Pay. Don't use Apple and try to Apple Pay, okay? Because a bunch of people have done that. It's going to charge you like $500. That's not the price. It's not 500 bucks. It's the App Store that's charging you extra. So if you're trying to join it, it's only $380 for lifetime. Just do it off of like an actual browser and put in your card information. Do not fucking use Apple. It's going to charge you way more. Do you still use 10.5 stop in the big range? I would like to, yes. Keep in mind, I haven't taken any trades this week. So that's the only thing you got to remember. I haven't taken any trades this week. So I haven't experienced a 10-point stop loss here. So, you know, we'll see. But yesterday the range was like insanely massive. So you should have used like, you know, a little bit wider of a stop loss unless you get a super accurate fucking level. Like, I don't know about that. If you do, click it on your phone, open on it. Yeah, exactly. Open it on an external browser. I'm gonna use Apple Pay. All right, bet. Like, okay, sure. Just give away money to App Store. WAP takes fees. WAP does not take the fee from you. It takes it from me. So that's the extra $200 fee is coming from Apple, bro. Those pieces of shit. How do you determine the point range for SL? I mean, it normally is going to be 10 points in New York. In New York, 10 points is like, that's the default SL, right? But if the range is much bigger, like this, for example, then I could consider a 20-point stop loss. But that would mean I'm only allowed 2 trades. That's it. Or you know what I mean? Because I'm maxed out to about a $600 loss per day. Jewish move from App Store? Yeah. You think? All right, move lower here off the open, directly off the open. Let's see if we can get up into this gap and this 530 level. The 530 level is ideal. We could get to 530. Are you shorting this low and after this big move in London and Asia? No, I would like to see a move up and then I would like to short. Down here, I'm for sure as shit not shorting the lows. Even though we have a new weekly opening gap to fill, I'm not shorting these lows after a 500-point move down in Asia and London. Zero chance. Zero chance I do that. I would only short if this comes up into this area. I do have a free Discord. The message literally just got sent in the chat. If you go up and look at the message, there's the link to the free Discord. The message from Nightbot. I'm trying my best to understand. Hey, what are we doing here? Let's something happen. Now down here at this 530 area, I would be interested in actually taking the trade. It needs to get there first. It needs to get to fucking 530. Nah, it's not even getting there. I have 543.5 and then I also have 530. So 543.5 is the level I have inside of this fair value gap. So we could watch this. Ideally though, 530 would be like the better move. I'm gonna limit at 526.5. Okay, we'll see. Wait, why are these not popping up on my chart? Okay. They haven't been popped up on my chart. What's good, 100x? What's good? What's good? NWOG target. Um, I mean, for the long, I would like to see midnight. I would like to see midnight. I'm not going to short the lows. So if this starts cracking these lows, then there's no trade here for me because I'm simply not shorting a fucking range where we're already down 500, almost 600 points. So, yeah. If you live on YouTube and take trade, why should I join the Discord VIP group? Smart. The Discord, like the premium Discord, has something completely entirely different that the YouTube does not receive. And if I'm not live on here, then I normally go live in there. I got 531. Yeah, this the five between like 525 to 530 is where I would like to see it. This is basically the only reason I'm trying this is because this is the last area where we could bounce from. This is the final area that we could get a bounce here, right? There's nowhere else that this could bounce. So that's why I'm going to give this a shot and kind of see how this goes. Whoa. Yeah. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes. Don't like anything else here. So if this doesn't work, then this thing's pretty much cooked. Will for sure go into the new weekly opening gap. We'll fill the new weekly opening gap pretty much. We hit that first level that I had inside of this 5-minute gap. Hopefully we can go lower. This level is the hourly Wixie from the push into NWOG. So pretty much last area. Other than that, we most likely will go lower, fill this new weekly opening gap, which can't really, I don't really see it providing me with a like high probability setup only because of the range that we've had overnight. So that's the only reason why I'm not going to short these lows. And as far as like an entry short up here at 930, we didn't even get enough of a move up to short a 930 move. So pretty much nothing here to short, you know. Okay, I closed that for 10 points. I don't see this bouncing here. This is probably going to take the low and then new weekly opening gap. most likely what's gonna happen here. Short it, bro. Dude, I just am not shorting the lows after a 500-point leg. It's literally not happening. Absolutely not happening. Let me mark out this low. Okay, there it is. The fill on this, by the way, I don't know if anybody else's chart looks like this, but if I go over to the 4-hour, the new weekly opening gap is right here. Right there at 188, right? 188 is the fill for the new weekly opening gap. But if I go to the daily, the new weekly opening gap is all the way up here at 400. I don't know if anybody else's is like this. This is a little weird. I'm not sure like why the fuck it's like this. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But the daily one is at 397, and then 188 is the one that we're, if you actually go down into a lower time frame, that's where we actually closed. I don't know, it's a bit weird. So I don't know, just be careful there, because it could be either 397 or this 188 level. One of the two could happen. I always notice that crap happening. Yeah, I'm not sure which one is gonna serve as a fucking new weekly opening gap here, to be honest. But since we are in it for a second time, that's more than likely where this thing is going to go. Just as far as like short trades, literally zero entry. Nothing that I would have liked to take, at least. Even this 4-hour, 6 a.m. opened up. We opened up here, pushed lower first, then it pushed higher into, well, really nothing, and then this rejection. That was my only shot at the long, bro, to be honest with you. Unless this starts looking super bullish and starts getting through these highs. If we get through these highs, then maybe I would be down for a long, but that was my only shot at long. More than likely it fills the gap, yes. That would be my anticipation. It just needs to see, this is a fat wick, so it needs to see some sort of displacement underneath here, and there's no reason why this shouldn't continue. But I'm just not a fan, bro. I'm not going to be shorting after this range. This is top to bottom. Again, let me show you guys. Top to bottom, right? Almost 600 points from Asia to the current New York AM low. 573 fucking points. That is nefarious work, bro. I'm not shorting the low of a 600-point range. So, absolutely not happening. Absolutely. Midnight open on GCL for CE. Yeah, GC could be a good short. GC for sure could be a nice short. Probably better looking than NQ. Do you know what time Powell speaks? The Forex Factory says it's going to be at 12:20. 12:20 is when Powell apparently speaks. So I guess we'll see. If we get this 15-minute SMT at the lows, 15 seconds CSD could give us a good entry. I don't know, bro. It's not really something that I take. I don't have any levels in this area. I don't usually take a 15-second CSD just based off of like pretty much nothing. See, I mean, I'll be watching it, but this is just not something that EST or PST? No, it's EST, bro. EST. US is 100% healthy. All fundamentals are, bro. The thing is that it's not, because the government is literally shut down right now. The government is shut down, and there is bro. There's 0 red folder news, right? Any red folder that was supposed to happen, like we were supposed to have the NFP last week, right? No NFP happened. We were supposed to have PPI this week. No PPI is going to happen, right? So we have 0 red folder, none at all. Besides Trump coming on and talking, which, you know, if he decides to do that, and Powell coming on. So like anything Fed related is the only red folder news that is scheduled that is going to continue happening. Any Fed related stuff. Anything else government related is all tentative, bro. None of it is actually, you know, like for sure going to happen, which makes it essentially really, really difficult to get a good a good grasp for a weekly profile, right? Which makes trading and in bias a lot easier. That's like the main thing. When I start my weeks is I always try to form a weekly profile of some sort. And then, you know, base my week around that. And the weekly profile is based off of the economic calendar, which is currently not functional. So that's the problem, bro. You know, non-functional economic calendar and government and shit ass price action with big ass ranges. 1 minute CE short was nice. This one, yeah. But bro, I'm not a fan of shorting here at these lows. Not something that I would ever do that is lined up with my trade plan, bro. Defo not gonna short. Yeah, this is no good, bro. This is no good. Would you potentially long or trace off the gap fill? Once we fill the gap at previous week low, like a sweep of previous week low, basically, I could be interested, but more than likely, if we go and fill this gap, it's going to continue lower. So if anybody watched my weekly outlook, I pretty much said how I was bearish for this week and I would like to see new lows, right? The only thing that looks half decent for a long is maybe this weekly wick CE, which is 277, right? 277. This looks half decent. 277.75. Yep. This could be a half decent long, right? Coming out of the weekly fair value gap that we had. That would be like essentially the only area that I would think is going to be like half decent for long. Even this is half decent, right? Because this weekly went big green to big red. So I would expect, you know, us to continue lower at some point and, you know, start seeing maybe these lows, 23s, potentially it's another 1,000 points lower. Only thing is, it's kind of impossible while we have government shutdown. We need red folder to have that kind of volatility. So who the fuck knows, bro? Like, who the fuck actually knows? Yeah, big bounce here so far. Why'd they have to shut down the government right after I get my first eval, bro? Think about if you got your first funded and they shut down the government, bro. It's just annoying, you know? Guys, 450 plus views, I only 60 likes. Bro, yeah, you guys are chopped, bro. You guys are chopped. Nobody's dropping likes. You guys are cooked. Nobody likes the streams and then is like, oh, why didn't you come live? Got my first funded on Friday, bro. Up 1K from premium, though. Nice. W, guys. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'll tell you guys the same thing that I told premium as well. Don't go trying to be a fucking hero this week, right? Especially if you're somebody, if you're one of those people that just got a funded or you're close to a payout on your funded, right? Don't go trying to be a hero making that money this week, right? You don't need to make the money this week. Okay? This week, as you guys can already see, is pretty shit. So, and the ranges are massive. So just be careful, right? This is the week where you want to be on defense. You don't want to be on offense trying to slap every random trade. You know what I'm saying? So just chill, bro. Just chill. Like for real, just chill. P-Flow shutting down the government to remove himself from Epstein files, bruv. Look, seasonal 10 years ago, you win 9 times, you lose 1 time when you go now long into December. What the fuck? Who would you say is the win rate of the strategy? Last month, we had about a 40% win rate. 40% win rate in our average R multiple. Average R realized R multiple was 8.1. Planned R goes a little bit higher. On Keyflow's heartbeat, I'm taking trades today, bro. You're actually so cooked. It's not even funny. This week was actually smooth as fuck. I don't see any issues. The issue was all of Monday was untradeable, right? Mostly because I wanted to wait for either this 197 weekly WIXE, or we form like we have a trade somewhere inside here. I had absolutely nothing up here where we rejected. I had nothing, right? Not the 15-minute. I was looking for a little bit higher. Like I literally just wanted this open 15-minute gap. So I didn't end up getting this high. All of Monday was essentially impossible only because this daily and the weekly had no lower manipulation legs, so I did not want a long. Well, no longing on Monday was absolutely impossible because the short didn't actually do anything. So I would have, if I traded Monday, I would have taken losses. And obviously today being Tuesday, pretty shit because if you didn't catch the overnight short, you're cooked. There was a few people in the Discord which caught the overnight short, and at that point, you know, you're good. You don't need to touch this. But I've been like super selective this week because I'm coming off of a massive win on Friday. So I don't want to be, you know, sitting here taking random ass trades. You know what I'm saying? Are gays allowed in premium? No, bro, absolutely not. Like, what kind of fucking question is that? How would I stop gays from entering premium, bro? Like what? Training pal speech today? Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. People will ask the randomest questions, be like, "Yo, bro, are blacks allowed in premium?" What kind of fucking question is that, bro? You think you gotta like send a picture of yourself before you get in or something? you hear about the 300 mil Bitcoin short 1 minute before Trump tweeted about China tariffs? Yeah, I mean, insider, bro, probably Barron, to be honest. I think shorter more preferable today, isn't it? Yeah, yes, but I'm not shorting after a 600 point move lower. You also got to take that into account. We have a 600 point move lower from the high, from the Asia high to now. GC short from the 4-hour wick CE, bro. 4-hour wick CE is where I would appreciate a GC short. Would you let a gay black Jew join if the picture option was available before joining premium? Bro, what are the odds a gay black Jew exists? Like, bro, that's got to be a unicorn of some sort. I would let him in just so I can interview him and be like, "Yo, what's your lore? Like, what the fuck? What kind of creature are you?" And then I would refund him and kick him out right after the interview. I went through your WAP courses. They're solid. Are your courses in WAP and video library enough? I feel like I'm in tutorial hell going through ICT YouTube channel. So if you are in premium, the WAP courses, both the WAP courses, there is a full PO3 workshop video. It's a 40-minute video, PO3 workshop video in the video library channel. And then I would also watch the free videos that I have here on YouTube. So I have a 30-day course with the 10 videos. Watch those videos as well. Those are big. Okay. So as long as you can watch all that, I promise you, like, genuinely, bro, you don't need anything else. You literally do not need anything else. About 6-7 odds. Isn't Sizzy one? Oh yeah, I believe Sizzy is one. I saw one in the hood. Cap, bro. Cap. Sounds like a Palantir genetically engineered test subject, bro. No shot that exists. I have never met one, bro. In my 24 years of living, I've never met one. If win rate is 40% with 10-point SL, how many points do I target for TP per trade? It depends. We don't have like a fixed TP though. We only have a fixed SL. The TP varies. The TP is based on the chart. You get what I'm saying? So with that previous trade that I took, I had a 10-point SL, but from my entry, I was targeting, what was my entry there? It was 26, right? So from 26, I was targeting midnight. So I had a 387 point TP basically. And that varies. It differs from trade to trade. So I could have kept a 10-point SL and then I could have targeted something like, let's say I wanted this high. That's 139 points, right? Let's say I fully closed there. Depends. Is 30-day course complete? It's not yet. No. Bro, my Discord is not connecting. I'm not tech support, bro. I don't know what you want me to do. You still use market profiling? Yeah, of course. Of course, bruv. Of course. Considering joining premium, what type of trading is taught in there? The profitable kind, bro. The profitable kind. Would you prefer 1% per trade or 0.5% for a person who has 40% win rate ratio? 1%, obviously. I would always go for better R multiple, better RR. Would you consider 4-hour CE for longs after it closes? Maybe, but I don't know. I'm gonna give it until like 10. I'm gonna give it until 10:10, and then if nothing happens, I'm off. Because This is entirely too mid, bro. Let me charge my phone. Just took the long off the 4-hour CE. Where? Which one? Which one? Why does it say WAP's not in the linear region while WAP works? You might be in one of the regions that like WAP has restricted or something. I don't know. You might want to just use a VPN. Just use a VPN and do it. You'd be good. That helmet, bro. Bro, did you run 1,000 RR? I did have 1,000 RR. Yes. I had a few bikes. He one TBT giving you a new code. I'm trying to flip on my account. We were supposed to the giveaway was I was supposed to do it on Sunday. But I'm gonna most likely do it either tonight in Asia. I'm gonna end it. I extended it because I didn't stream on Sunday. So it'll be one of the Asia streams that'll end up being the last day for the giveaway. Most likely tonight will be the last day for the giveaway for TPT giveaway. So if you guys are not aware, last week we started a giveaway for TPT. Basically, anybody that purchases a TPT account, anybody that has purchased one between last week to now, and it's still going until probably tonight, Asia session, using code KEY, so 40% off, no activation is what that'll give you. You will automatically get entered in a giveaway. There's 15 accounts being given away. I thought it was 10. It's actually 15 accounts. And you will, I'll randomly select a winner from anybody who used code KEY to get a TPT account to win an additional account. So it's 15 total people that'll be winning accounts. I opened a ticket in your Discord, so I'm good. Not for TPT. The TPT, I haven't even ended it yet. The ticket was for Apex accounts, which right now they still are not giving away. They haven't given any codes. They like paused the giveaways Apex for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe because too many of you guys were rinsing them. Maybe that could be. Too many of you guys were being profitable on giveaway accounts, so they were like, "Yo, hold on, we gotta chill out." That could be the reason why. Who knows? 498.75 is the level here, by the way. 498.75 is the CE. We'll watch and see what it does. The only issue is if you're taking a CE trade here, you would, with a stop loss at the low, you got a cool 70, or you have almost an 80-point stop loss because of the fucking range, bro. So you can't stop loss at the low, but a 10-point stop loss is also wouldn't be like valid. So I don't know. We'll see what this does. If you check RTH on both ESN and Q, there's a hidden liquidity sweep. No, I know we sweep liquidity here. It's like we did sweep it here. Look, you could see it on an hourly. You could see it on 15 as well. Like swept and came all the way back up in the range. I have a bug on TPT because I passed the account, but it's not updated yet. It's gonna update. TPT updates late, so if you passed it, it will update. It's not a bug. You just got to give it a second. What was the short trade from Asia / London? We had a short in Asia here, literally just because we had started rejecting, and I just took a vibes short because it looked really good to go lower. So I literally had just a vibes short. I only took it on evals though. I didn't take anything on fundeds. This was today. This long that I tried with the 10-point stop was the first trade that I tried on fundeds. CBT updates hours after NY closes. Yeah, it's actually it's like it's if you passed basically if you passed last night in Asia or London or New York, it updates by midnight. So it takes a second to update. Their like system on that end is a little slow, but it will update, don't worry. Bouncing off every single FVG. Hasn't hit one yet. We got 2 5-minutes down here. Take any trades on Monday? No. No, sir. No trades on Monday for me. Going a bit late. What is your plan for today? Initially, I was looking for a move higher into midnight because this midnight level is not manipulated at all. I still would like to see that happen. Chances and odds of that happening are kind of low, though. But if it can't do that and we are bearish here, then the fill for the new weekly opening gap at this 188 is what will happen. But I would like to see midnight, bro. I would really, really like to see midnight. I don't know if it'll happen. YOLO longs, bro. I literally just got done telling you guys to to be careful this week. And you're talking about YOLO longs? You're in premium too, these cuts. You know better. Which is best, CFDs or futures? Bro, come on. Obviously futures. Why is my Discord not connecting? What do you mean it's not connecting? Not connecting where? I'm gonna give it like literally, I'm gonna give it like 4 more minutes and that's it. Your ass hasn't taken any trades since I joined. Bro, listen. I'm not gonna lie to you, these cuts. Let me be completely honest, bro. No joke. If you joined so that you could fucking signal bot the shit out of me and like beg me for signals every day to fucking get rich, then I'll give you a refund right now. You let me know. I'll give you a refund right now. That is not the reason why premium exists. You need to get in there and actually fucking learn, bro. And like the week's just started. Monday was shit and this is Tuesday. What do you want me to do? Very simple, bro. Like I'm dead ass. For real. Get a grip, bro. Seriously, get a grip. This like whole like trying to get rich quick and like this shit does not get you anywhere, bro. I'm telling you, it does not get you anywhere. If you get in the premium and you actually learn and you watch the courses and you fucking like make an attempt to learn, you'd be all right. You might actually get somewhere. You give away any giveaways in the live stream? Yeah, we're about to do. Yo, is TP Trades still in here? Yo, TP, where are you at? TP Trades, where is you? Yo, Dylan, the fact that you're not in premium already is actually like mind-boggling, bro. Mr. TP Trades, where is he? TP Trades was gonna give away 2 alphas over here for you guys, but I don't know where he is at. I don't understand why you didn't long a plus setup. There is no fucking A plus setup here, Emily. I don't know what you wanted me to do. Did you long the A plus setup, Emily? I hope you did. You longed it? All right, great. Amazing. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, Emily. Angel, what's good, Angel? What up, on hell? What do you think of 15-minute gets inverse? Yeah, it looks pretty good. If we inverse it, pretty solid. NQ and ES both took sell side, inverted 2, 3, 4, 5 FVGs. Why don't you consider it A plus? Because that's not my setup, Emily. Emily, that's not my strategy. That's not how I trade. You know, if I was trading inverse fair value gaps, I would be unprofitable like Dodgy. You know what I'm saying? Very simple. Emily making me mad, bro. Chill. Let's run COD when it drops. Bro, no, I'm trying to run Battlefield 6. My PC is just being a bitch. My PC keeps crashing every time I try to run it. I think it's an issue with Battlefield because I ran the previous Battlefield just fine. I ran COD just fine. Like, the PC is good. Got a good PC. This Battlefield 6 is every time I try to launch it, within like 2 minutes, it just crashes. My entire PC shuts down and restarts, bro. It's so stupid. We tried diagnosing it last night. Apparently, some people are saying it could be my power supply. I don't know. No idea what it is. I guess we'll see. Long to mid-December, mark my word key. All right. All right, Marius. I'm gonna take a swing long. If I get liquidated, I'm actually coming for you, okay, bet? That game been banned since 2018. Bro, the new COD is not good, I'll tell you that. See all the streamers playing with it, but they're all paid to play it. I don't know, it looks alright. I played the last Battlefield, bro, and it was like pretty decent. Like, it was alright. Bro, you get your stuff from Temu, your internet don't work, now your PC don't work. Well, my internet was at the warehouse and it's fixed, buddy. Arthritis. It's fucking fixed. And my PC is fine. It's just the game, dude. The game. Could be GPU overheating. Check for new drivers. I checked for new drivers. I downloaded the drivers. I thought it was the GPU overheating as well, but I ran the task manager and watched the GPU temps, and it only went up to like 75 and it stopped. And then still the entire game crashed. Like, literally nothing was overheating, bro. I ran like Cinebec or something, some other program. Also, no overheating, like literally nothing. I don't know what the fuck it was. You made 200K on Friday, go buy a new PC. I literally already texted my CP guy, bro. Already texted him. So, but he told me that I don't need a new one. Like, my shit is straight. He said that we can upgrade like the power supply and see what happens, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm waiting for them to like maybe update the game and then like, you know, apparently somebody else was telling me that because um Verify the integrity. I did that too. I did that too. I had 4 missing files. It ended up downloading those files. Still same thing. It still fucking crashed. But somebody was saying that apparently with COD, it did something like where if you launched it from a certain launcher, it wouldn't work. So apparently with Battlefield, I'm running it on Steam, but apparently if I run it on the EA launcher, it might not. It might fix it. But that means I gotta go spend another fucking $80 on the EA launcher, bro. It's just hella work to barely play the game. Like at that point, I might as well not play the fucking game. If it's not a 40 series and above. I'm pretty sure it's a 30. Wait, no. I don't remember. I think it might be a 30. Oh, yeah. So I have a 40 series in my warehouse PC, and then on this PC I have a 3080 Ti actually, I think, or 3080 something. Fucking, I don't know. Some shit, bro. But somebody else in the Discord was running Battlefield with a 2080 something. So there's literally no way, no possible way that it's the graphics card. I don't think it's the graphics card, bro. Explain why there's not enough confirmation. I have nothing here, bro. If you want to go long so bad, yo, people are so fucking horny for long. If you want to go long, bro. I'm not stopping you. I like the long. I literally said it before. I want to see midnight. But am I going to take it here? Absolutely the fuck not. There's nothing here for me, bro. There's nothing here for me. You need to log into your BIOS. What's my BIOS? What the fuck is that? BIOS? What is that? Yo, help me out, bro. What is it? Or was 620 swing high target? 620? No, it's not a swing high at 620 anyways. Motherboard BIOS. Okay, how do I access that? Where do I log into that? When you boot up, press delete. Okay, and then what do I do? I thought you were in the internet. Yeah, you're getting refunded and banned forever, bro. Enjoy. All right, it's 10:15, bro. This shit is so cooked. It's beyond cooked right now. Beyond fucking cooked. The only area that I like for long would be this 498.75. That's the 1 hour and the 4 hour wick CE. Looks half decent. Doesn't really line up with anything. There's a 5-minute gap above. Doesn't really line up with shit. 1-minute gap it does line up with. So this 498 level I would watch. The issue is like having a good clean stop loss. 10-point stop loss would put you at the bottom of this 1 minute, which actually that would be a, never mind, it would be a, holy fuck, bro, 10-point stop loss, you'd still be inside of this. 20-point stop loss would put you at the bottom of the 5-minute or 1-minute gap, which would be decent. So yeah, we'll see what this does. Yeah, anything else, not really interested. I would still like to see midnight for longs. I would love to see midnight. Okay, midnight and then a rejection maybe. So that's what I would like to see. However, so far we are currently running all lower highs and lower lows. As you guys can see here, we're just in this lower high, lower low channel. So The only thing that would confirm us actually going higher is if we start cracking through these highs and making a move up. And then Tory Trades method trend line retest long into midnight. W. I'm kidding. Don't do that. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much the only thing I see. Yeah. That is pretty much it. Levels, order block 420 from Fridays 4 p.m. Do you take those type of trades? No, not really. I mean, this is not like, bro, this calling this an order block is like kind of weird only because of the NWOG, right? We gapped up. I would like to see some data through here, and then I can like, make an accurate assumption on where price is going, or if that's like a valid order block or not. If there's a gap, then that's not really like valid, which I don't think it's valid, at least. That dude get for refunded? No, I was kidding. Can you buy me an F8 Tributo? Buddy, how about I buy myself an F8 Tributo first? How about that? Anyways, that's it for me. This morning session's pretty mid. I told you guys it'd probably be mid because of the big ass range overnight. Only thing I would look for here, the only thing I would look for, because shorts are a little iffy just because we have this big ass move lower. The only thing I want to see is just midnight. So I would prefer longs. If there's a trade, I'm gonna put it out in premium. Most likely there's gonna be nothing here, is my guess. But if there is one, I will put it out in the Discord. It's the first link in the description. Make sure you guys are in it. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tonight, most likely for Asia, at about 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, have a good one. Goodbye.